Yeah. Shalom, Mark. How about Shim Al Shah, Bashim Kakadash Brakatah? What's good with you, bro? Oh, shit. Shalom, shalom. Get straight into it. Shalom, shalom. How about Shim Al Shah, Bashim Kakadash Brakatah? Hop straight into it real quick. Let me put this on. I watched Elder Manata's video earlier with Jake singing about the stimulus check. That song been in my head all day. Been singing that shit all day, man. Got my stimulus check. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Daughter of Yahweh, brother Zakar, Princess Mayan, Hana, shalom. But I'm gonna hop straight into it, man. As y'all see from the title, Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. But first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you out came out there pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and to all you believers out there who believe in on the gospel. And this is the brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. And as you see from the title, man, it says we're finally witnessing the fall of America and the fall of our enemies, man. And that's big. That's something that we should all rejoice in, you see? Especially we see that America is divided because this is the main place of our captivity. And that's why I wanted to put America specifically, because this is the main place of our captivity. But also we have brothers and sisters scattered to the four corners, man. Also getting oppressed. It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, But man, it's a beautiful time we living in. You see, we all on the edge of our seats. The Lord got us, you in the movies, you at the movie. You all in the movie. What, you on the edge of your seat? You want to see what's gonna happen next. Well, that's how the Lord got us watching his movie, man. In other words, what's his movie? The prophecies. You see, we are anxious to see as the believers, right? What the Lord gonna do next? How he gonna make another move? What will be the move that he make next to further our enemies being brought down, man? We don't have the mindset of these people in the world, who want to see America get back great again, or prosper, or jobs opening. We not amongst those people, man. But as we see this place getting worse and worse, that's the better it is for us, And we finding the time that we seeing that. Before anything, let me grab this real quick. I'll share my screen. I just grab it off the computer this lesson, and as I said, Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. I grabbed the brother precepts before I get started. Psalms 18. Hold on. Psalms 18 and 23. The brother Kabal says, "This is Yahweh's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes, man. And it's a beautiful thing. As soon as we wake up in the morning, we picking up their phone, but it ain't to go to Instagram no more. The first thing you do, or text somebody back. We picking up the phone and go to RT News. We looking at our notifications to see what new thing or what new prophecy you see, or what new event happened in the earth, man. And when you go into that word witness, that's somebody that who was there at the scene. You go into court, right? You go in court. Let me finish that brother precept real quick. It says, "This is the day which Yahweh have made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." So it's a beautiful day as we draw closer day in and day out that we see our enemies fall. But going back to the point, we are witnesses, man, unto this. When you go into that word witness, for example, a crime scene, right? The crime scene, they go try to find out from the witnesses what happened, right? Who said what? How did this person look? How did that person look? Why? Because that witness seen it. that witness was there to see everything. Well, guess what? The Lord got us here today witnessing, we seeing everything, man. We are finally seeing, let's get into some scriptures. We've seen the fall of our enemies, man. And Israel have been looking for this. You know, Ezra said it himself. He said, Lord, what's gonna be shit. Well, let's just get that. Let's just get it real quick. This second Ezra 6, I'll snag it real quick. And you got to think about the apostles too. When they said Lord, in Matthew 24, they said, Lord, when shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? Because they knew if Yahushua came back, he had to take down the enemies. They was waiting on that. Judas, that's the reason Judas was so willing to give the Lord up, because he thought that the Lord was going to use his powers to take the Romans down, man. You know, our forefathers of old, foremothers, everybody have been looking for this, man, because they know once our enemies fall, we going straight up. But let me snag this real quick with Ezra's asked. Second Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Because if you go into the previous chapters, Ezra was pissed off. He was like, Lord, if you chose Israel to be your chosen people, and these heathens ain't worth nothing to you, well, why you letting these heathens rule over us? Ezra didn't understand that. So he was asking, so Lord, when everything will be over with and when we finally rule? So it says, and he answered and said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. What is saying, Sirach? Because again, remember, it's a transition. It ain't just going to be today Esau rule, and then tomorrow we just wake up or in the flick of, a light, we rule. And no, it's a transition. Things got to happen. You see, like I said, in Deuteronomy 30 and 7, all these curses going to come off us and go on our enemies. We're in a transition of that, man. And within this transition, that's how we going to witness our enemies falling. They ain't just go, you feel me, just boom, next day you wake up, you in the kingdom, new garment, new body, everything. No, we're going to have to see it play out. So as day goes by, a new law have been passed, or this been taken away, or this right been taken away. You ain't getting that stimulus. More businesses burnt down, so on and so forth. That's examples or signs that our enemy is falling. And that's why we as witnesses, because again, a witness, you seen what happened or you was there to look and see what happened at that crime scene or whatever, right? Well, we are here today. Everything that we are seeing by prophecy, we are witnesses unto that, man. But let me snag this real quick. This is Matthew 12, because this is what we seeing as we speak, man. Matthew 12, and this is what the Lord Yahushua said. Matthew 12 and 26. I'm going to start at 25. It says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts, talking about the wicked scribes and Pharisees, because they were trying to come at the Lord. That is. Yep, we're going to grab that next. The wicked scribes and Pharisees were trying to come at the Lord, talking about the only way you casting out demons is because you a demon. Right? So this is what Yahushua said. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And we are seeing that, man. America is divided, man. You have right wing against left wing, Democrat Republic, right? You got poor class, you got the rich class, you have Proud Boys, you got NFAC, you have so-called Black Panthers. Everybody divided, man. Even if you're in the same party as far as Trump and Mitch McConnell, Trump and Pence, they divided. Hey, America is all divided, man. You got to think, this place was never meant to stand anyway. When you go to Revelation 13, it says that this beast, which we are in the current beast system, but came out of a deadly wound. That deadly wound was healed. So from America's start, it was already a deadly wound. It was already a deadly wound, man. Well, now we finally seeing the Lord about to amputate this part of the body off, the so-called white man and our enemies, and get them out of the rulership, man. Right? But it says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And another thing, it ain't just within America, because remember, it's a system. You got America, which is Babylon, who have the majority control or say so over the beast system. That's why it says the whore was riding on the beast, right? And the beast is NATO and the EU. Now, even within NATO, EU, and America is disagreements. You see, they can't agree on policy, trade, none of that. So what else is there to do but fall, man? But fall. So it says, in every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. That's another thing. Even within cities, you got governors like mayors like Cuomo in New York, the mayor governor, whatever one. But he was saying how he gonna do his own thing. He gonna lay out his own rules of law. So you got certain governors and mayors who not agreeing with the government, man. Division. And what the Lord said, it shall not stand. So that's what we are seeing, man. Right? And that's why Yahushua said this, Matthew 13:16, but blessed, right? But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which you see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you hear, and have not heard them, man. This is a blessing that we're able to wake up and understand the times we're in. You know, because we're not just seeing, so-called uproars. We're not just seeing, earthquakes in diverse places. We're not just seeing articles going into a famine coming. Because you got people in the world who seeing the same thing. They seen the protest. They hearing and seeing about the pestilence. But this the thing. They don't understand what's going on. Our people seeing it, they complaining. They were saying, what, 2020, the worst year ever, 2020, we need to get Trump out of office. So they were seeing what's going on in the world, but again, they don't understand it, man. They not knowing, okay, that's good, our enemy's falling. Okay, cool, that's one step closer to this prophecy being fulfilled. That's how we are blessed, man, because everybody's seeing and hearing. But we seeing and hearing by understanding, man, not just physical, you see? And that's what the Lord wants us. Hey, because again, you go back into all the times as our people was in captivity. You had those who knew they had enemies, right? And who needed to get saved out of captivity. But you also had those who was comfortable in captivity. Perfect example, Moses. Moses was going to Pharaoh to tell him, look, we need to get our people out of here because we need to go worship our power, man. Get up out of Egypt. But then you had Israelites who, when they got out of Egypt, they was like, shit, Moses, we want to go back to Egypt. At least we was eating cucumbers and melons. You see, niggas, man. So they seeing the same thing as the righteous, but they not comprehending as the righteous, man. They don't understand it as a beautiful time. That's another thing. They complain about the year 2020 being the worst year ever known to man. They complain about that, but on the other side, we rejoiced over that, man. We rejoiced over that. In the scripture I'm about to tell you why, because the Lord rejoiced over the same thing, man. The Lord we got the same mindset as the Most High. We have the same, because the Most High want this place to fall. The Most High, he rejoiced when he see his enemies fall. Let's get that real quick. This Sirach 25 and 7. It says, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. So this, what we about to read right here, this should make us happy. It says, a man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies, man. Every brother and sister who on a live show right now, even not on a show right now, but, eventually if you're going to watch this, or just if you're in the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, this is the main time for us to rejoice, man. You see that? This is the main time for us to rejoice, because again, as we have been serving the Lord, and of course our apostles and elders and older brothers have been doing it for years on out, way longer than I have been. I'm a young brother, you see, but we have been waiting on this, man. And we here again, we in that transition of this right here. Since I'm in Sirach, let's get it. We're in that transition of this. Sirach 8 and 10 and 8. It says, because of unrighteous, I'm gonna start at 4. Salakia. Sirach 10 and 4. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of Yahweh, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, man. Let me see what this definition of translate means, because we're in that transition period right now. And again, within this transition period, like a graph or something, you at work, you see the, the transitions and the down points of your business, right? The month y'all was making money, you see the little line graph going up, and then it transitioned to the bottom when you ain't do good, go back up. Well, look, that's who we're in right now. We're in the rulership of Esau. Remember, he was exalted above the skies, right? So he coming from on high. He coming from on high, like I said about Capernaum. Yahweh Shai said, Capernaum, he was exalted unto heaven, thou shalt be brought down to hell. Well, Esau, we seeing he's in his heaven, but we in that transition, he being brought down. And within his transition, he losing money. He losing his so-called white supremacy. He losing his hope that he so-called have in his system. Everything is being brought down. But let me see if they got some good for that definition transition. If not, we're going to move on. See if my screen share. Okay, if not, we're going to move on. I share the whole screen. I'm going to go to that Edamon. No, I don't really got it. Now, let me check the Google real quick. If not, we can continue on. All right, it says process of period of changing from one state or condition to another. And in that process, remember, a process ain't always a quick process, man. That's what our Lord told us to have patience, right? Because again, we seeing this, but for example, say if, we seeing this business shut down, this place didn't blown up, so many deaths over here in California. We seeing a lot of things happening, but what if we start eventually hearing so-called good news, right? Good news to the ears to Americans that, oh, well, since Biden came in office, this happened, this getting better. Again, don't let that shake our faith to get you to think that this place not falling. You see, remember, media is called media. They want to program you to think with, again, this system, mainly America, have a veil over not just our people's eyes, but the world. So they're going to tell you things that they want you to hear. They want you to think it's going to get better. They want you to be settled up on your leads. But us, if we was to hear good news, even though we know good news not coming, don't let that shake your faith. True, hey, believe we in that time period, man. The Lord ain't about to turn back his hand from this place, man. It says Babylon, we would have healed Babylon, but she can't be healed. It says forsake her, man. In other words, that's that downward spiral. That's that downward spiral. She can't be healed, man. If you on a sinking boat, what you gonna do? You gonna jump your ass off that boat, right? You're gonna jump off the boat. Well, the same thing for us. We jumping off the boat. America, which is America, the Titanic, we jumping off of it before it sink, man. Right? You see? Shalom to everybody on the comment board. Right. They get a people false hope, man. In other words, to keep them sleep so they can come. Like the apostles been saying, when Esau roll, they're most likely going to roll on the people like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. When what? When you sleep off guard, man. They want to keep you off guard. You see, but us who watching, we know clearly, man, your rulership falling. You can't do, again, another thing, it's falling quick because Esau, it says in Revelation 12, he know that he got but a short time. So time ain't on his side, man. But let's get into the scriptures, though. You see, let's get into the scriptures, man, because these people are gonna rejoice. And hey, it was vexing me all day today since Biden got sworn in and Kamala Harris got sworn in. Just seeing niggas all on social media rejoicing like life about to get better. It was many presidents and vice presidents sworn in before them. Life never got better for you, man. You see, but let me grab this real quick. Proverbs 29:16, it says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth. And we seeing wickedness being multiplied now. A good example, Joe Biden. In his cabinet, he have what? You got trannies. Well, they probably will clip the video for that. But you got people who had, in other words, sex changes, homosexuals. Khan, shalom to the Zakwan, Yahweh Shema Shah Barakatah, and everybody on the comment board as well. They would have said, Khan, I've been vexed too. Jake really thinks shit about to get better, right? You see, right? But again, we understand the times we're in because we, like I said, envy thou not the oppressor, choose none of his ways. When we see the wicked prosper, don't worry about that. We know it's going to come to the end. It's about to say that. It says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases. Like it says in Psalms, I forget what chapter. It says, when the vile when a vile man is no, it says the wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. Well, the vilest men are exalted right now. And like it says, as the king is, so are the people. Wickedness is spread, man, even worse than it was. But this the thing. This the thing. It says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall, man. And that's what we waiting on. We waiting on the Lord to take these people out. Again, what it's saying, Psalm 73. I'll snag it real quick. Psalm 73. That's the thing. We're not looking at these people. Of course, they think they prosper, but we know it's all behind a mask. These people, they got a smile, but inside they suffering, they crying. It's all a show, man. They not living in reality, man. Like the Apostle Gabal said, we the prophets, I forget how he worded, but that's living in reality, man. We talk about what's going on and what's truly gonna come, man. And what's going on is the fall of this place, you see. But like I said in Psalms real quick, Psalm 73 and 12, it says, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. And we see these people prospering. Although the Lord have been shown signs that this is the end, they don't understand. That's why they still going on about their day-to-day life. But it's prophecy, because the scriptures say, as in the days of Noah, it's going to be the same thing as Yahweh Shai come back. But it says, verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. So this is right here. I think this is Asaph. So Asaph was saying, and this again, this is what I'm going into. We shouldn't let these people happiness, so-called happiness, you see, get us out of our happiness, because that can piss you off when you see this world, happy and prospering and businesses coming back, whatever it be. That can piss you off because we don't want to see that, man. So although we may hear so-called good news on the news, we truly know what it is, because it says this, for verily I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. So Asaph saying right here, damn, so I was being righteous for nothing. If the wicked prospering and they're increasing their money, then why I'm wasting my time being righteous? It says, for all the day long have I been plagued and chastised every morning. Just like us, we go through hell, although we trying to live the right way. It says, if I say I would speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. Right? It says, until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High, then understood I therein, man. So us, you'll see how so-called wicked people prosper, like, drug dealers or whatever it be. You see they got the money, they prosper. So you're like, damn, well, I'm trying to do good, but I'm suffering. So Asaph was like, he felt the same way until he came into the sanctuary of the Lord. Until we came into this truth, we know, well, hold on, because a sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, the heart of the sons of men is fully setting in to do evil. The Lord ain't gonna forget that, man. He long suffering. He let you build up your tab like America. He's letting America build up their tab, right? It says, right, that's the point in that. It says, until I went to the sanctuary of the Most High, then understood I therein. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Slippery places, right? Thou didst cast them down into destruction, man. Going into what we're talking about, America, remember, it's lifted above the heavens right now, like Capernaum, but it's about to be cast down. And we are seeing that, man. You see? We are seeing that. Let me grab this real quick. Because eventually what we seeing is going to physically manifest itself. Because it's physically manifesting itself right now as we see it. But again, we seeing portions of it fall. We seeing bit by bit, an article here, an article there, right? That's gonna add up, but eventually everything gonna fall, and that's when we truly gonna rejoice. Let me see what the brothers got. Comment board, right? But I got a freaky cabinet, man. The brother got it right here. Psalms 12 and 8. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted, man. Right, that's right. Philippians 3 and 21. Who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glory body, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself. That's right. That's what we waiting on, man. You see, because we can't get that new change until this place go down. Like I said in 2 Ezra 4. If the evil that we in right now, let's get that. Let's get it. Let's get it instead of butchering it. This 2 Ezra 4. And I'm gonna start at I'm gonna start up a little bit, like 2 verses up. I'm gonna start at 26. 2 Ezra 4:26. It says, "Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel, for the world hasteth fast to pass away." You see? So again, we shouldn't let, so-called happiness of these undesirables get us off our happiness, man. Because we know this world haste. Wait, what Apostle Hall, the year of hastening into the coming of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is coming quick, man. It says the world hasteth fast to pass away. It says, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in the time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not come. Right. We see much wickedness day in and day out. We see it happening all on social media, all in the videos. We see it. But the destruction ain't come yet, right? And that's a situation we in. We seeing it, but the full destruction ain't come yet. It says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that which is sown with good, man. So if America don't get destroyed, then we can never get our kingdom. That's another reason why we should want to hasten even more so. Because the sooner this place go out, the sooner you can get that new body, the sooner you can have all the women, the sooner you can have all those slaves. Most importantly, I know for me, this is my main thing I want to, accomplish. The sooner I want to see the Lord Yahweh. I truly want to see how the Lord look. You see? I want to see how the Lord look, man. That's what we're looking forward to. But the sooner this place falls, the sooner we can do that. Come on, man. Right? But again, as we go into the lesson, it's going to happen because we're going to witness that. We're going to witness the fall of America, Lord willing, Lord willing, on the right side of that. Because the wicked going to witness it too, because they going to be in it. They going to be in it. We want to be up top looking at it, man. Right? Being witnesses up top on that sea of glass, like it said in the scripture. But let me get this real quick. This is Revelation 18. And I'm going to start at 17, because it's going into the destruction of America, right? It says, for in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by the sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city, America, right? And they cast dust on their heads, talking about the other nations, mainly they rulers and kings, because that's the way they was able to grow rich and build their country up, right? By way of trading with America, man. So once America get destroyed, they're gonna be like, damn, well, where we gonna make our money from now, right? It says, and cry when they saw the smoke of a burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein we were made rich, all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour she is made desolate, right? So you see, you can have people mourning over the destruction of America, right? Not just because they miss it, but mainly these other nations because that's the way they made their money, right? But check this out. But look who gonna rejoice. Verse 20, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her, man. You see, that's what we waiting on when we truly gonna see the fall of this place, man. We seeing it right now, but that's the ultimate fall. That's the ultimate fall, man. When everything going and done away with, right? It says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all, man. You see, it shall be found no more at all. And that's what we ultimately coming on to right now. Again, like dominoes. When you had line dominoes up and you trying to knock them down, you hit that first one, they start laying down. Boom, 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 boom. You see the transition until it get to the last domino, right? But then eventually it's going to get to the last one and they all going to fall, man. Well, that's what we're in right now. We send a do, which is the law of prophecies, man. Knocking off this place bit by bit. You see? Straight up, the Lord, he hitting the leg, then he hit another leg. Now you can't stand. What Yahweh Shai said, when you divide it, you can't stand. You see? The Lord attacking this place, man, just like he did with Egypt. There's certain plagues that hit Egypt. For example, when the blood turned to water, that's they drinking water. Now, when the Lord sent and killed their cattle, remember in that day, cattle was your finances, could be used for money, right? And cattle also was their what? Food. So if the Lord killed all the Egyptians' cattle, they was financially hurt and they was hurt as far as famine, like, man. When you really think about it, right? Hitting them bit by bit, and all those things the Lord was doing as far as those plagues he was sending, right? That was taking shots at some of their guys too. You know, Egypt had all kind of guys, or frog, so on and so forth. Well, that's what the Lord doing. Whoa, hold on. Let's get that in Second Esdras. That's what the Lord doing today. Second Esdras 7. I mean, not 7. Second Esdras 15. Right? Second Esdras 15 and 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I would not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. And it's not talking about the ancient Egypt. This is talking about the modern Egypt. Revelation 11 and 8 said that that great city, which is America, right? It says that great city, America, which is spiritually Sodom and spiritually Egypt. Not physically, but spiritually come in the same likeness, right? The same ways, the same, so on and so forth, right? So this place is spiritually Egypt. And one main reason is Egypt, just like you had all 12 tribes getting oppressed back in Egypt with Moses for that long time. The same thing today. All 12 tribes are getting oppressed once again, man. Right? But it says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and will smite Egypt with plagues as before, and destroy all the land thereof, man. So that's what we see in Egypt, getting hit with those plagues as before. And that's that process. That's that transition period. Before Moses and them left, you see, with all the gold on, before they left out of there, they had to see that transition of those plagues hit. So before we leave, we have to see these transitions, process of the plagues hit, man. The Lord, hey, when you kill somebody, I don't know, I never did, but in movies and shit, you want it to be a slow kill so you can enjoy it, right? You don't want to just, somebody who you've been want to get at for the longest, you just go off them, hit bullet to the head and off them, it's just going that quick. No. Well, think about it. The Lord been wanting to get at Esau top, man. Going all the way back to Cain. That's why you think the Most High said nobody touched Cain. If anybody slay Cain, vengeance shall be returned unto them sevenfold. Why? Because the Lord want to be the one to touch Cain. He want to be the one, like you have a mob boss. A mob boss to say, hey, go bring me him, but bring me him alive. I want him alive. I want him myself. What else was the Lord doing? He want Esau alive, and he want to send his son to judge Esau, man. And that's what Cain is finally about to be judged, man. All this time from the garden, we've been seeing this man. Hey, well, now we have been seeing this man fall. We are witnesses unto that, man. We go bear the Lord willing, be in the kingdom of heaven, telling our children, hey, son, hey, they will be asking us questions. Abba, tell me how it was in Jacob. Look, let me see this and Esau. Yeah, man, it's gonna be like that. You see, right? But that's the point with that, man. Let me snag this real quick and I'll wind it down. I ain't want it to be too long. This is Psalms 58. Let me grab a butter precept. That brother GMS not see. Proverbs 13 and 12. It says, hope deferred maketh the heart sick, but when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life, man. And look, our desire cometh. Think about a tree. A tree grow. A tree might grow here and grow there. It go different ways, man. So as we send our desire coming, which is what? Yahawashi getting closer to the kingdom of heaven, the inheritance we're going to receive. Our faith should grow this way. Happiness should grow that way. Confidence should go this way. We should, in other words, being built up. That's what edify means, to be built up, man. You see? So look, it's really like a balance being. As this world go down, we should be going up. We should be going up, man. But it says, let me see, Habakkuk 2 and 3, the brother days of Noah. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come, it will not tarry. What's the vision? Salaki. Hold on. God, Salaki. So what's the vision? That's the prophecies, man. Because remember, back in the ancient world, the prophets, they was once called seers. They literally seen things, you see? So the Lord gave them visions and they wrote it down in the book. Well, we are here today to read those visions that's in the book and break them down to the people, to our people, so they can understand, man. And also these heathens, because they got their judgment within the visions, you see? But look, it says it's set for an appointed time at the end of the show, speak and not lie. How is not lying? Because we not only saying these things gonna happen, but now the Lord actually giving us tangible proof by making it happen in the earth. So we ain't just speaking it, but it's speaking and coming to pass now, man. In other words, you can't deny it now. You know, like the chip. When that chip really come out, these people like believers of the way, you know, HOI, IUIC, you ain't gonna better say that the mark of the beast not the chip. It ain't gonna lie in that day. It's gonna be in your face. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And that's another thing. Our salvation gonna come. The fall of this place gonna come. We just gotta continue to wait on the Lord. You see? You gotta continue to wait on the Lord. But I'm gonna get two more. I got Psalms 58 and 10. It says, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. You see? And when I think of that, you know, the old school R&B videos, they used to be dancing, you know, in the rain, you know, kicking, doing a little, yeah, we gonna be, you know, again, it ain't literally, we gonna be, you know, moonwalking in the blood of the Edomite, doing Michael Jackson dance, no, but we gonna rejoice when we see this, man. You see, we gonna be on a whole nother level in that day, literally on a whole nother level in that day, man. You know, in those chariots, come up here, the Lord willing, you see. But even before that, in Jacob's trouble, we're gonna be seeing certain people get judged. People who probably had so-called beef with in the world, people who probably wronged you. The Lord go allow us, Lord willing, to see them get judged, man. You know, straight up. But it says, Psalms 58:10, it says, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a God that judgeth in the earth, man. And that's what we waiting on, man. When we see that judgment of the Lord upon the wicked, we're going to praise the Lord even more so, because we're going to truly know in that day, man, the Lord is true, man. He's a righteous judge. He didn't let this wickedness continue on. He was true to his word, you know. So if he true to his, again, we already, man, look, the things in Revelation, like it says right here, Revelation 18:20, rejoice over her, thou heaven and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her. If the judgment of Babylon already written and is saying how the apostles and prophets gonna rejoice, we just gotta wait and play it out. We seeing it right now. We at that time is gonna be manifest, man. You know, be manifest. But I ended off with this. This Psalms 91. Psalms 91. And we can end it if brothers don't got nothing else. But it's Psalms 91, and I'm gonna get straight to the point. Well, I'm gonna start at 1. Psalms 91:1, it says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And this is that secret place, man. You see, this is what we are here at, you know. The secret place is that Isaiah 33:6, which is wisdom and knowledge, being the stability of our times. Also, that Proverbs 18:10, I believe, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it and is safe. That's the secret place, man. You see? So it says, and I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge, my fortress, my power. In him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence, from those missiles. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, man. Going into the title, we are finally witnessing or seeing, right, the fall of our enemies, man. Starting with America, because it got to start here first. It have to start here first. Say if China fall for, that's cool, but we still in America. Esau gonna still be, no, this place got to go first, man. You see, it got to start here first. You know, and that's that what, 1 Corinthians 15, when the Lord Yahushua come back. Let's get there. I'm going to finish this, though. It says, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. There shall no plague befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling, man. And we're going to see the wicked get judged in Jacob's trouble. We're going to see people dying. I'm talking about cannibalism. We're going to see that. Straight up, we gonna, because again, people gonna be running to men of the law for help, right? Trying to get help, right? So if they looking at us, clearly seeing that we're in a good state, we gonna clearly see that they ain't gonna be in a good state, man. And that's when we go rejoice even more. Like it says, my servants shall eat, but they gonna be hungry. My servants shall rejoice, but they gonna be in a messed up state, man. And like I said in Sirach, the heathens shall envy us, but they shall not do nothing against us. So we gonna see them, and they gonna see us, man. But in the whole, every time we see some new news, that's forwarding the fall of our enemies, man. So we should rejoice, even if it's a small article that say, I don't know, Idaho then locked down one county. Cool, it's locked down. Let's go. You see, let's go. That's one point towards this place falling, man. Every good news, every bad news is for this place is our good news. Remember that, you see? Not saying brothers don't, but shalom to the brother Bakwashi, how about Shema Shabbat, Shema Kakadash, Bakatham. Everybody on the comment board, the water for tuning in. You see, that's pretty much all I got, man. Just wanted to touch on that. You see, we should rejoice. We are finally witnessing, right, the fall of America and the fall of our enemies. This is what our forefathers been waiting on. This is what the prophets been talking about. Let's end it off on that. And we finally here today to see it, man. We seeing it, man. Again, we got earlier, Yahushua said, man, blessed are our eyes, for they see, and our ears, for they hear. For verily, I say unto you that many prophets, and righteous men have desired to see those things which you see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you hear and have not heard them, man. We seeing it live and direct, man. Live and direct, you see? Straight up. But let me get this real quick on how the prophets been prophesying about the end, and we finally, Lord willing, go be a part of that here in our time. But this is 1 Peter 1, and I'm gonna start at 7. It says that the trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise, honor, and glory at the appearing of Yahushua Mashiach. So the things we going through, it might seem bad now, it's that fiery trial now. But when Yahushua come, we're going to be glad we went through it, man. You see, our faith being tried right now, but when the end come, Yahushua come, we should have that confidence. We're going to be glad we was worthy of the chastisement. Another thing, us believing in what we believe in, it sounds stupid to the world. So when people scoff against us, come up against it, that's trying our faith. But when Yahushua come, we're going to be glad we believed in what we believe in that day, man. But they going to say, well, shit, damn. Right? Like it said in Wisdom of Solomon 5, how is he numbered among the righteous? Damn, we fools accounting his life madness. Well, it's going to be realized in that day, man. But it says, at the appearing of Yahushua Mashiach, whom having not seen, ye love. In whom, though now ye see him not, yet believing, ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory. This is the point. Receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls, man. Now, what's faith? Because it says right here, we're going to receive the end of our faith, It says even, or which is the salvation of our souls. Now, according to Hebrews 11:1, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So you believe in something that you don't see, right? So it says right here, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of our souls. In other words, when we get saved and Yahweh Shai come back, we ain't gonna have to have faith gonna be done with. We ain't have to hope and believe the Lord come. I hope and believe the Lord real. I hope and believe, in the twinkling of an eye. I hope and believe the chariots real. No, they're gonna be here. They're gonna be here flying. They're gonna be here. We don't have to have faith no more. It's gonna be in our face, man. That's why I said right here, whom at the appearing of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, whom having not seen, ye love. And that's why we gotta have faith, because we don't see him right now, right? In whom though now ye see him not, yet believing, ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls. This is the point though, of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesied of the grace that should come unto you, man. Come on, man. Because look, we talking about our salvation coming. We talking about that the enemy falling, but where we getting it from? From what the prophets wrote. We just reading what the prophets wrote. And now the prophets back today breaking down what they wrote. You see? But the thing is, the thing that Israel have been waiting on, like it said in Luke 2, I believe, Simon, his name was Simeon or Simon, when Yahweh Shah was a baby, he came into the temple because Mary had to get him certain, man, let's get it, man. Let's get it. Because this is what we waiting on. This is what we've been waiting on. At the end of the day, it goes into the lesson, so we might as well get it. I'm keep saying I'm gonna end it, but spirit, but it's Luke 2, right? Because watch what they about to say about Yahweh Shai, which we still here today looking for Yahweh Shai, man. Lord, would thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? The Lord, we in that time. Lord about to restore again the kingdom to Israel. But before that, the enemy gotta fall, man. The enemy gotta fall. This is Luke 2. I just want to get how our people been looking for the salvation, man. Been looking for getting from under the enemies. Luke 2:25. It says, and behold, there was a man in Jerusalem whose name was Simeon. Okay, so it was Simeon. And the same man was just and devout, waiting for the consolation of Israel. And the Holy Spirit was upon him. So this man, it said he was just and devout. So a just and devout thing to do is wait on the salvation of Israel. In other words, for you to look for it or hasten it. What it says, Second Peter 3, looking for and hastening until the coming of the day of Yahweh, man. Right? So this man was waiting on the consolation of Israel. Let's go into that word consolation real quick. See if they got something good in them. Real quick. Screen sharing, huh? All right, we're good. Consolation. Hit that blue letter. So this is in the blue letter, Luke 2 and 25. You just want to get that word consolation.
Strong's G 3874. Paraklesis. Paraklesis.
Okay, so he was looking for, in other words, comfort. And it's the main one. Thus of the messianic salvation. Right? So that's Yahweh Shai. This man was waiting on the same thing the prophets was waiting on. Same thing they said, Lord, would thou at this time they waiting on? He was waiting to rule, in other words. He was tired of being a tail. He wanted to be the head. Just how we feeling. We tired of being a tail. We want to be the head, man. Right? So it says, and it was revealed unto him by the Holy Spirit that he should not see death before he had seen the Lord's anointed. Man, that's cool. He might be here today and might not see death. He might be one of the ones who Yahweh Shai told it'd be some, well, of course, because he died after that, but because this is when Yahweh Shai was a baby, but he probably go be one of the ones who Yahweh Shai, when Yahweh Shai said it'd be some of you standing who shall not taste of death, man. It might be in this reincarnation, like then. He didn't die until he seen the Lord as a baby. The Most High might have him come in his reincarnation and not die. Well, not die, but see the Lord and be saved up and live forever, man. Who knows? The point is, this is what we're looking forward to. Let's continue on. It says that he had came by the Spirit into the temple, And when the parents brought in the child Yahushua to do for him after the custom of the law, then took he up in his arms and blessed the Most High and said, Lord, now let us thy servant depart in peace according to thy word. For my eyes have seen thy salvation. According to that seed, we finally witnessing or seeing the downfall of our enemies. Herod the Great. When he heard Yahushua was born, right? When he heard Yahushua was born, he wanted to do what? He wanted to kill Yahushua because he knew that would be the end of him being king. The same thing today. Our enemies, Esau. Why do you think he got a space force? Why do you think he got a space force? Because he gonna try to fight against Yahushua once again, being that dragon, just like in Revelation 12, that dragon, right? Being that dragon, go try to kill the Lord. Once again, he can rule. But guess what? The Lord said he gonna meet you as a man this time. Man, the Lord gonna get busy when he come back. You see, he gonna have to make you fight him. You being a bully, he gonna have to make you fight him, man. Right? And it says, for mine eyes have seen thy salvation, which thou hast prepared before the face of all people. Right? And it goes into a woman named Anna, and she said the same thing. Right? I'll read it real quick. Verse 36, and there was one Anna, a prophetess, the daughter of Phanuel of the tribe of Asher, and she was of great age and had lived with her husband 7 years from her virginity, and she had a widow. She was a widow of about 84 years, which departed not from the temple, but served the Most High with fasting and prayers night and day. You know who she remind me of when I read that? She remind me of Judith. You see, it describes Judith the same way. How when her husband died, she was a widow the whole time after that, always praying, fasting. You see, just a side note, but it's the point. And she coming in that instant while Yahushua was in the temple, it says, and gave thanks likewise unto the Lord, and spake of him to all, and spake of him, talking about Yahushua, and spake of him to all that looked for redemption in Israel. Come on, let's read that again. And she, coming in that instant, gave thanks likewise unto the Lord, and spake of him to all that looked for redemption in Jerusalem, man. Come on. So again, our people been looking for Yahushua, man. That's why our people been looking to see the downfall of the enemies. Because before Yahushua, let's get that out in it. Because Yahushua will have to be the one to take them down. You see, Yahushua will have to be the one to take the enemies down, man. Then we gonna rule. You see, this is 1 Corinthians 15 and 24, 23. But every man in his own order, Mashiach, the first fruits, afterward, they that are Mashiachs at his coming. So it's talking about the coming of the Lord. So you got Yahushua, the first fruits, which are the 144,000 in their order, right? And then you got the 1/3, the women, children, family, friends, believers, right? And then they go get saved. It says, but every man in his own order, Mashiach, the first fruits, afterward, they that are Mashiachs at his coming, then cometh the end. So Yahushua coming is coincides with the end. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power, for he must reign till he have put all enemies under his feet, man. And that's what we waiting on, the Lord to come back and put all enemies under his feet. Because once they go under his feet, then they go be under our feet, man. Like it's saying Luke 15 or 17, I think it's 17, when it says, we as servants, we can't sit down and eat before the Lord. We got to be the one to wait on him to eat. Then the servants eat after, man. Well, the Lord will have to take our enemies down first. Then we gonna eat after, man. You see, and he doing it right now, because who's over judgment? We said all judgment is given unto me. So everything that's going on earth is Yahushua who's doing it, man. Yahushua who's allowing it to happen. You see, But hey, and this Yahushua, desire, right, to come back and take the enemies down. Because why? Again, he is the word. He got to be fulfilled. He have to be fulfilled. And he said, remember, he said he must, all things that's written of him in Psalms, in Moses, in the book of the prophets, have to be fulfilled, right? Well, it still have to be fulfilled of him coming take down the enemies, man. It still have to be fulfilled that he go come back and set up his kingdom on earth. Man, I'm gonna end it with one more. Salaki. I'm ending on one more. This Daniel 7. It's Daniel 7. Real quick. Daniel 7. Because after our enemies fall, this is what it's gonna be. Daniel 7. I'm gonna hit 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Verse 26. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion. And who's the his? If you go up, it's talking about the so-called white man rulership, his dominion. That's why Jacob handheld first the hill of Esau, because we're gonna pull them out of rulership. Well, Yahweh Shai gonna do it. You see, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So this is what we're reading right here. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end. So once the enemy is destroyed, next it says, and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Man, come on, man. You see, this is why Yahweh Shai told us to watch. You see, he said himself, Satan go fall as lightning. It's gonna come quick. We gotta be on the, like they say, P's and Q's. Now we see, as time go on, now we see why Apostle Hall named this year the year of hastening to the coming of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Because things about to start moving quicker and quicker. So we have to move quicker, man. We have to work our work now. Like the brothers in Vegas just, had that deal with the old school Jake Israelite dude from One West. But we gotta work the work right now while this day, because there's gonna come a time when we ain't gonna better do videos. We ain't gonna better edify one another. We ain't gonna better the iron sharpen iron. We ain't gonna better, you see, get built up, so on and so forth, man. Right now is the time to do it. While we seeing the enemy fall, man. Straight up. But hey, with that, man, that's pretty much all I got. I don't want to just ramble on. You see, the water for everybody who tuned in, and the water for brothers with the precepts. You see, but with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to all you out there out there pushing this word with all truth and sincerity. And to all you believers out there as well who believe in on the gospel. Hey, it's the brother Kwara Abba. Once again, the water for everybody who tune in. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash, Brakatham. To all y'all, hey, keep pushing. We almost out of here. Hey, once you hear bad news in America, rejoice, because that's good news for you, man. You see, hey, but with that, shalom.